Well, good morning and welcome out there in the volleyball world to Coolangatta Beach, Australia. And the Pro Tour, the Gold Coast Futures event here is Sunday morning at Coolangatta Beach. We are getting set for the first match of the day. We are down to our final four men and final four women's teams battling it out for the medal rounds. We have a men's semi-final up first. It is the number 8 seeded Australian combination, Isaac Carracher and Mark Nicolaidis, up against the number 4 seeds of Thomas Hodges and Max Guehrer. So Australia v Australia for a spot in the gold medal match. The team in white is Thomas Hodges and Max Guehrer. They're going to start on the right of screen. The team in yellow, Isaac Carracher and Mark Nicolaidis. Carracher wearing the number 2 in gold. Nicolaidis the 1. Guehrer is wearing number 2. And Thomas Hodges, he's wearing the number 1. We are ready to go. Men's semi-final, a spot in the gold medal match beckons for the loser. They're off to the bronze medal playoff. Best of 3 sets. Let's go. Off the top of the block. Two really tall, exciting young teams. The next gen of the Australian men's beach volleyball program, the Gold Coast Futures. We're better to showcase their talents. This is going to be Nicolaidis. He's an exciting beach volleyballer. He's going to have to go over the massive free ball pumped up by Hodges. Here comes Nicolaidis. What can he do? He can hit hard. Little pop is lovely from... Oh, well, so many moments of breathtaking action so early in the morning. None of these lads are morning people, let's be really honest. But they're up and about early. Some wonderful touches. We're underway. Best of 3 sets, as I've said. This is Carracher at the baseline. Nicolaidis there defensively. He's going to get a tight set. Can't do a lot with that one. Max Guehrer looking absolutely gobsmacked at the net touch call against him. He does not concur with the professional assessment of that rally. Doesn't really matter, that'll fire Max up. Did look like Nicolaidis might have caught a little bit of the net from where we're sat, but referee's in a much better position than I am, that's for sure. Guehrer was always going to ignite on that ball. Oh, beware the angry athlete. If Max Guehrer wasn't awake and ready to play before, he is now. Maybe the referees have done him a bit of a favour. They've really woken him up. So 2 points apiece. These 4 athletes, will they train together? They travel and stay together on tour. So suffice to say, they know each other's games really, really well. So nothing between the two. That's a nice serve from Thomas Hodges and Guehrer at the net. Just doing the needful to put it down on the sand. 3-2. Absolutely gorgeous morning here at Coolangatta Beach, my home, my favourite strip of coastline. My name is Jonathan Fogarty. G'day and welcome if you've just joined the coverage. This is the Beach Pro Tour, the Gold Coast Futures event. This is part of the Volleyball World Tour and the pathway to bring through the emerging and young teams of the sport. Nice clamp from Carracher. That's going to give him a lot of confidence. They go out to a 4-3 lead as we change ends. A big thanks to Tourism and Events Queensland for helping us put all of these events on the last week or so. Culminating today, we are at Super Sunday and the semi-final. Oh, the hard-driven ball into the hands of Hodges. Nicolaidis just got such a snap on the ball. 5-3. First set action. Team on your left in the white singlets. Once again, Thomas Hodges, Max Guehrer. And they are watching the ace land. Mark Nicolaidis. It's a very handy little serve to have at your disposal. His partner, Isaac Carracher. Isaac's at the net with the cap turned backwards. So interesting little timeout call by Max Guehrer there, deciding he didn't like where things were going. Very early in the match to be calling a timeout at 6-3 down. So first set underway. Hope you are well wherever you're joining us in the world. A big thank you to all of our supporters. Hancock Prospecting have been magnificent. The AIS, we couldn't do these events without the support they give our athletes and coaches, and of course Mikasa. Speaking of Mikasa, Sukasa, this is my home here at the Gold Coast Coolangatta Beach. We are just on the border between Queensland and New South Wales. We're on the Queensland side. And the way the beach lays out along this part of the coastline anyway is left of screen is basically the southern end of the beach and the right of screen is the northern end. We've seen the breeze coming out of the northeast the last few days, but it's wheeled around a little bit, so not really doing much with the flags just at the moment, but it's beautiful temperature, beautiful conditions, so these lads should be putting on one hell of a show this morning for spotting the gold medal match. So out of the timeout, well called in the end by Max Guehrer. He got the very next points. That's what you want to do. 4 points to 6. This is Max. Back to the service line. High line is the call. A good effort from Guehrer. One of the differences between these two teams, which may not be necessarily obvious if you haven't seen a lot of them play, the team on the left in the white, Max and Tom, they can both play as defenders and they can both play as blockers, whereas for Isaac and Mark, they pretty much exclusively play a block and defense role. It's a great dig. Goodness me. And the transition set was absolute cash money from Isaac Carracher. My goodness. Nicolaidis' dig was superb. Carracher's run, his entire step count for the day, just to retrieve it and put it on top of the net. That was some compelling beach volleyball. 8 points to 4. The intensity rising very early on a Sunday morning. The ever calm Max Guehrer, though, he'll have none of that. One of the hallmarks of Guehre's game is he's not a massive emotional firecracker. He keeps it pretty level. It's more of a quiet type. Hodges, however, can get a little bit animated. We'll see if he fires up in this match. Nice cover from Nicolaidis on the block. Guehre's there again. Hodges will have to swing. A grunt as he snaps it down. Nicolaidis' defense, though, has been so great. Can't land it, though, so point goes to the team in white. Fabulous bit of beach volleyball. 8 points to 6. First set action.
Say 6.
We're going to change ends every 7 points in the first 2 sets. If we need a 5th set, we only play it to 15 and they'll change ends every 5. But in these first 2 sets, every 7 points scored, the athletes will change sides just to level out whatever the conditions are doing. These are such high-class athletes, these 4 lads from Australia, so I don't think the weather conditions will change much of what they do. You can hear the ball touching the block of Guehrer on the way through. Hodges couldn't quite get the dig under control. So, folks, this is the first of the semi-finals. All of the action is on court number 1 today, so it's all semi-finals and then medal matches today. Carracher working so hard with his footwork. That's a really nice play from Isaac Carracher, because a lazier athlete would have just stayed at the net and had a much less athletic approach of the ball to spike it, but he did the footwork, and that set him up without a block there to hit a clean winner. So that's a nice play. 10-6, though. Handy little lead. Oh, my word. Isaac Carracher. The sound of the clamp on that ball. Absolutely crushing it. So a bright start for Carracher and Nicolaidis. 11-6 now for Guehrer and Hodges. Well, they've used their timeout, so they are starting to leak a little bit of oil here in this first set. That's now a 12-6 scoreboard. As I said, we've got semi-finals. We're playing the 2 men's semi-finals, folks. If you're keeping an eye on the draw, this is our first semi-final at 7:30 a.m. or just after that local time here in Queensland.
Good job, Tom.
The next match, starting at approximately 8:20 local time, will be a Canada v Poland match. Really looking forward to that one. Was so impressed with the play of Jake McNeil and Alex Russell yesterday. And they're up against this really good team from Poland, Jacob Zadibek and Paweł Lewandowski. So looking forward to that. And then we play the two ladies semi-finals. I'll tell you a bit about them later. But for now, it's all about the men, the two men's semi-finals. As I've said, winner through to the gold medal match. The loser will go to the bronze. 12-8 now the score. Carracher, Nicolaidis in control of this first set, seemingly. And they will go to the technical timeout in a very comfortable position because it is Isaac Carracher, Mark Nicolaidis, 13, leading Thomas Hodges, Max Guehrer, 8. Welcome back to Coolangatta Beach and men's semi-final number 1. Our number 8-seeded team against the number 4-seeded team. The two Aussie teams have collided in the semi-final. So it's a bit of a good news, bad news situation. I guarantee you, beach volleyball fans around Australia, that an Aussie team will be playing for gold. We just don't know who it is yet. And an Aussie team will be playing for bronze. So look, that's something. So we can guarantee a medal. I can guarantee you either a gold or a silver this week at the Gold Coast Futures. We just don't know who it will be yet. So we are about to get underway. Coming out of the technical timeout, Isaac Carracher, Mark Nicolaidis, 13-8 over Hodges and Guehrer. This is Max Guehrer off the top of Nicolaidis. I beg your pardon, Carracher's block. He's going to hit a second ball with some composure. That's better from Max Guehrer. They needed to come out of the technical timeout and win that first point. They'd dropped a whole bunch in a row leading up to it. So that's exactly what they wanted. 9-13. This is Thomas Hodges. Oh, off the top of the block. Just clever from Carracher. Not trying to overplay it. So 14-9 now. This is starting to get worrisome, I would imagine, for the Hodges Guehrer fans out there. Hope you're enjoying the coverage on the Volley World site. Give us a shout out in the comments. We'd love to know where you're watching from, who you want to see win today, what your predictions are for the medals. Scoreboard currently 10-14, becomes 15-10, so not the time to be wasteful from the baseline for Guehrer and Hodges. It's going to be Isaac Carracher up at the northern end of Coolangatta Beach. Enjoying a little bit of breeze in his face. Goes after Max Guehrer again. They've really gone after Max in this game. Yes, indeed, Maxi. It's a 50-50 moment there for Carracher. Do I stay and block a ball that's a little bit off the net, or do I try and peel back and make a defensive play? I think in hindsight, which is always easy, he should have stayed, but didn't matter. 11-15, nice swing. Hodges, it was a great serve. Who am I to disagree with mighty Max Guehrer? Ace from Hodges, 12-15, more of that required. Oh, the power game of the young Lions. Isaac Carracher, Mark Nicolaidis. Really clever play, really thoughtful play from the number 8 seeds. They know they've got a massive block in Max Guehrer in front of them when Hodges is serving. So they set the low, fast set, trying to catch the blocker out of position. Gave Nicolaidis a nice, clean swing. 16-12. This is Nicolaidis at the service line now.
Go. Come on, let's go.
Point goes to the team in white. 13-16. Max with the serve. Goes after Nicolaidis. He comes inside again. And once again, just the difference between the two teams is that little bit of variety. Once again, Nicolaidis this time brings it into the middle, low and fast, and really snaps it down beautifully. 17-13, Carracher, Nicolaidis in control of this first set, men's semi-final number 1.
Go, go, go.
Second ball read and eaten by Nicolaidis, and then absolutely monstered. Mark Nicolaidis coming up trumps. What a defensive read from him. And then he floated into a set that just sat up and was in the go zone for that sharp snap, and snap it he did. 18-13 now. Oh, and Max is...
That is off the block. What game are you guys watching?
It's going to be trouble if we keep responding to the officials in that manner, I think, for Max. He's going to get the cheese for that wine. I didn't hear a touch. I didn't see a touch. I've got to tell you, I think he's perhaps just expressing a broader frustration with the way this first set has gone. 19-13 now. Got to wait for the whistle, Isaac. Beach Volleyball 101. You can't play until the whistle is blown. So yellow card shown to Max Guehrer. This first set is almost beyond their reach now. Carracher and Nicolaidis in control of the first set. They go back to a slightly cranky Max Guehrer. What does he do? Just goes for the roll shot. That one absolutely touched the block on the way through. 14-19 now. Tension early on a Sunday morning here. High stakes game. Men's semi-final number 1. The winner through to the gold medal match on the Gold Coast Futures event on the Beach Pro Tour. Carracher just tantalising with the off-speed, off the block. So there it is, 20 points to 14. They are in a very happy spot at the moment. Isaac Carracher, Mark Nicolaidis, 6 set points. Nicolaidis has license to thrill from the baseline with 6 set points on the board. Hodges gets the back set and absolutely sprays it. So that is run and done. The first set is in the bag, and it has been won by Carracher and Nicolaidis, 21-14 in a pretty compelling first set of beach volleyball in the men's first semi-final. And a big thank you to Scape for all of their support. They put up all the prize money for this event this weekend, so we couldn't be doing this event without the wonderful support of the team from Scape. We want to acknowledge their support and help. So, if you've just joined us, g'day and welcome to Coolangatta Beach. My name is Jonathan Fogarty. What a privilege to be courtside and bringing you all of the action on the Beach Pro Tour event here, the Gold Coast Futures. And it is men's semi-final number 1, the number 8-seeded Aussies against the number 4-seeded Aussies, Isaac Carracher, Mark Nicolaidis against Thomas Hodges and Max Guehrer. And for Thomas and Max, they've got a little bit of work to do because they have not come to play in that first set. 21-14, they were comfortably beaten. We are underway in the second. And Carracher reading him like a book. Getting a really nice block to start the second set. So the exact opposite start of what you wanted. If you've dropped the first set, you don't want to get roof blocked on the very first play. But we are underway nevertheless. So 1 point all for Hodges and Guehrer. They've got to win this second set. They've got to keep the match alive or else they're off to the bronze medal match. Oh, come on indeed. Thomas Hodges. Trying to pump his boy up. And again, that's the versatility of Hodges and Guehrer. They both are really high-class blockers. So it doesn't really matter who's serving for their combination. You know you're going to get a really solid block on you. So serve-receive is really important. That's not Isaac Carracher's best dig of the day. So a little bit of momentum, a little bit of energy, a little bit of noise from the number 4 seeds, Hodges and Guehrer. They're up 3-1. They go back to Carracher. The threat of Nicolaidis just can't be understated. The shorter of all the athletes out there, but arguably the most potent attacking weapon of the 4. He's got so many shots, such power, and so much variety in his attacking game that he's a very difficult prospect to set a defense against. And his defense, well, there it is just wonderful and clever, wiping the ball off the hands. Hodges saying, you know, I touched the ball. I love that. I love a bit of sportsmanship. There's been some interesting moments, as you get when you get basically a training squad playing against each other for a spot in a medal round. There's usually a little bit of extra spice, a bit of extra feeling. And then Nicolaidis returns the favour. So 10 out of 10 to the lads for sportsmanship. The ball clearly went out, but just brushed Nicolaidis on the way through. I'm not sure that would have been called by the officials. But Mark, to his credit, put his hand up and said, no, I touched that. It's easy to be magnanimous when you've won the first set 21-14, though, I suspect. 4-3, Hodges, Guehrer, up by 1 on the side change. Oh, Thomas Hodges won't be pleased with that. It wasn't his best contact above his head. It's a hard ball. When you're trying to play defense on a ball that's above your head like that, it's very difficult to get good control on it. You basically lose sight of it. Hodges got up to it a little bit late.
Outie, yes.
How's the read from Nicolaidis? He ran down the line to play defense, but judged really quickly that that ball was missing. So Guehre's radar hasn't been spot on yet today. He's missed a few different shots. Needs to tighten that up. He needs to really just get after one, I think. Yeah, that is a great swing. He is so tall. He should be able to just put the ball almost wherever he likes. 5 points apiece. Well, that is an outrageous piece of beach volleyball from Mark Nicolaidis. Yes, Isaac Carracher hit the winner, and it was a really good winner. But the back set from Nicolaidis, looking into the sun, has his back to his partner, and gave him so much options, so many options. Stunning little micro skill there in a much bigger rally. Nice touch from Hodges. Oh, that is magnificent. And Max Guehrer has just let out a primal roar of defiance here on centre court. That is un-Guehrer-like. He'd fallen to the floor on the earlier rally like a 6'7" jack-in-the-box, turned up at the best possible time with a one-arm Kong block. That was special from the big man. But the response from Carracher was electric. Well, buckle up, folks. This might have some twists and turns in it, this match. Very comprehensive first set, 21-14 to Carracher and Nicolaidis, but Hodges and Guehrer now with their backs to the wall and nothing to lose. Nicolaidis missing on the baseline. So the side change, 7 points apiece. I think we changed ends in the first set at 7-all as well, but then it was a 14-7 run of points for Carracher and Nicolaidis. So this is the part of the first set where they tuned out a little bit, Hodges and Guehrer, so they need to stay sharp. Here's their opportunity. Oh, what a shame. Defense pushes it wide. Sun coming out here. It's a beautiful scene as we look up Coolangatta Beach. We're looking basically west as we look up the beach, so you can see the sun position rising behind the court. So that's going to start being a factor in the players' eyes.
Hey, that's good speed. Come on.
It is indeed good speed. Hodges giving his partner plenty of props for that play. Thomas Hodges back to the baseline. Hodges gets the touch, but again, one of these pretty little short jump sets from Nicolaidis to quicken up their attack, to hasten the blockers' positioning. Pays dividends.
Hit it, Maxie. No one. Come on.
Well, another time that we see Max Guehrer just hit the ground and hit it hard. He stayed, he kept his composure. I don't think he enjoyed that little collision with the pad there next to the post. That's why we have padding on the post. He was really caught in a really bad defensive position. He was neither up nor back, but then he got the ball back and put it away really well. So that could have gone badly for Max Guehrer, but he gets the ball and the serve. Oh, the second ball play, though. Nicolaidis, what a time to do that. We haven't seen him do that all match. That little jump set on the previous play really led to him being able to get away with that one. That's a clever bit of court craft from Mark Nicolaidis.
Great speed, Maxie. I'll give you more speed.
That's that ball just placed in the corner by Max Guehrer, not going for maximum power. Just going for placement. So 10 points apiece. This is a better second set for our number 4 seeds, Hodges and Guehrer. This is Tom Hodges, back of the service line. He's going to send that one long. We're going to go to a technical timeout in the second set. Men's semi-final number 1. Isaac Carracher, Mark Nicolaidis 11, leading Hodges and Guehrer 10. Welcome back to Coolangatta Beach and the Beach Pro Tour, the Gold Coast Futures event. This event, part of the World Tour of Beach Volleyball, and structured to give a pathway and access to the World Tour for teams that are not in the top 16, so some of the young, up-and-coming teams. We've got 2 really good Aussie teams here, Isaac Carracher, Mark Nicolaidis against Thomas Hodges and Max Guehrer. And the winner of this goes through to the gold medal game, so there is everything to play for. The first set, Carracher and Nicolaidis wrapped it up 21-14, but not having it all their own way in the second. Hodges and Guehrer desperate now. That's a good touch from Nicolaidis, but not enough. So it's really been the tactic from Carracher and Nicolaidis to really go hunting for Max Guehrer on serve. They're trying to keep the ball away from Thomas Hodges. They know that he's a bit of a freak show above the net. He can do some remarkable things. Ooh, the joust off Hodges and out. Tom Hodges, the last athlete to touch the ball before it flew out the side of the court. It's 12-11 now. And that's clever from Guehrer, just using his height, using his intelligence to snap it down sharp but not hard. Trying to keep the errors to a minimum. 12 points apiece. Gripping first set. Now a gripping second set. Hodges with that jump serve. Look at that transition ball from Mark Nicolaidis. Absolutely backed himself to put Isaac Carracher on the net. A lesser athlete would have just been happy to dig that ball and get it back somewhere in the middle of the court. Not Nicolaidis. He's trying to put his partner right on top of the net so he could have a clean swing of the ball. That's high class. Now, once again, Maxie's calm and composed. 13 points apiece. Come on, indeed. Thomas Hodges. Well, that's a big moment. Gets his first really important block of the second set with that one, 14-13. Tom and Max with the ball. A 1 point lead, a must-win set for the lads in white. Another good touch from Hodges, but they'll get another swing. Nicolaidis with that speed. What about the pickup? My goodness. Oh, he's taken a big piece of the net too. What a shame for Thomas Hodges. The defense from both sides was just electric. And on that last big play, Thomas Hodges has taken a big piece of the net. Spotted straight away by the officials. So ball and point goes to Isaac Carracher, Mark Nicolaidis, 14 points apiece. 1 set to love. Much better second set from Hodges and Guehrer. They started very slow in the first. Lost that one 21-14. Trying to hit back in the second. We've got a little bit of blood on the ball, perhaps. We're just going to get that one wiped down, making sure none of the athletes are bleeding. All good. We are ready to go. Blood, sweat and tears here on centre court in a men's semi-final. Carracher follows his serve in. Nice play. 15-14, the training partners staring each other down through the net. Gold medal match beckoning. Service errors are not going to help. 15 points apiece now. Hodges and Guehrer staying with Carracher and Nicolaidis in this second one. But not having it all their own way by any means. Here's Hodges for a swing. He hasn't seen too many opportunities. He's going to go back to Guehrer. Oh, who smacks one beautifully. Didn't have the block. They tried to play some defense on him. They nearly got it. Couldn't get it done. 16-15. Getting very tense here on a Sunday morning at Coolangatta Beach. Carracher clever down the line with the roll shot. So showing good vision. Clear thinking as well. 16 points apiece. Who's going to crack? First to 21 points, but with a 2-point margin will win this set.
Yeah, that's the one that I hit last time.
Yeah, they're not happy with that ball. We've just discovered that it's Isaac Carracher that's bleeding. Not sure if his blood is red or blue. I suspect it's probably red. He does come from beach volleyball royalty, though. 16 points apiece. We're going to have a little medical timeout while Isaac Carracher's boo-boo is attended to. You can tell the adrenaline is pumping through these athletes. They don't even know they're bleeding. So match status is this. The first set, Isaac Carracher, Mark Nicolaidis won that one 21-14. Thomas Hodges, Max Guehrer fought back well in the second. We are locked at 16 points apiece. Men's semi-final number 1. Winner through to the gold medal match. Loser goes to the bronze. The next matchup, looking forward to this as well. Men's semi-final number 2, very tasty looking match. The Canadian combination of McNeil and Russell up against the team from Poland, Jakub Zadibek and Paweł Lewandowski. Number 2 seeded combination from Poland up against this really good Canadian combination. So that's our next men's match. And then we jump into the ladies' semi-finals. First semi-final will be USA-Japan. Cloth and Nus up against Hashimoto and Reika. And then our final semi-final, women's semi-final number 2, is the team from the USA, Rodriguez and Muno, up against the Australian number 1 seeded team of Nicole Laird and Phoebe Bell. And then we go into the bronze medal games. So some really tasty beach volleyball. We'll try and stem the flow of blood from Isaac Carracher's thumb, I think it is. He's broken a nail. He'll be fine. They grow back pretty quickly when you're that age. This is probably not a great break in play for Carracher and Nicolaidis. They're trying to roll through the second set and knock over their mates and training partners in Hodges and Guehrer. So a bit of a delay. Who's it going to impact the most? You can see Max and Tom out there at the baseline. They're ready. They want to play. Mark Nicolaidis walking around giving advice to anyone who'll listen. And that's apparently no one. So we are ready to go again. Nicolaidis back out on court. Carracher has survived that health scare of a broken thumbnail. We are ready to go again. Okay. 16 all, 1 set to love. Men's semi-final number 1. Isaac Carracher back at the service line. Medical timeout completed. What a great dig from Nicolaidis. My goodness. They're going to get a free ball, I think, back. I don't think Max is going to be able to do much with this. It's going to be Nicolaidis on a low, fast set. Classical play, but touched. Max has kept them in play, but missed cross-court. Well, that is a big moment. The dig from Nicolaidis was just ice cold to get in cross-court. He tucked right in, popped the ball up beautifully. Really earned a tough point for 17-16, as that may be the moment they were after. Carracher serving again. They have the lead by 1. 1 set to love on the board. They go after Max again. Nicolaidis is there again in the cross court. And Carracher, well, can you believe it? Looking to his partner to try and get all the credit for that play, but once again, the defense of Nicolaidis was just spectacular. He was sweating on a hard cross-court spike, and he certainly got it, but he was up to the task. And so out of the medical timeout, Carracher and Nicolaidis have come out fresh and strong. They've won the next 2 points on some defensive wizardry from Mark Nicolaidis. And so for Tom and Max, they are in retreat, calling a timeout, trailing 16-18 in the second set. It's a much better swing from Max Guehrer out of the timeout. That's what they wanted, 17-18. It's been an arm wrestle this second set. Hodges and Guehrer have it all to do. This is a must-win point. If they can't win this point, it'll be a 19-17 scoreboard. And the lads in gold, maybe 2 points from the match. If they win this point, they can get it to 18 all. Hodges goes for it with his serve.
Come on!
Oh, but they can't play defense on that ball. Gosh, they've had these mini moments, these mini opportunities, but Carracher and Nicolaidis have been rock solid. So 19-17. They're on the cusp of a gold medal appearance, the team in gold.
Go, 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 go.
Not to be. Carracher got a good touch on it. Nicolaidis had all his weight on his heels. He was kind of dug in. Couldn't change direction to chase it down. That's unlike Mark Nicolaidis. 18-19. Well, if you thought the last serve for the team in white was big, this is bigger. Max Guehrer goes after Carracher. And gets shut down. My goodness. Thomas Hodges at a really key moment in this match. Stunning block. 19 all. They're going to hit Carracher again for sure on the back of that. Oh, but Max, filthy with himself. He's going to hand a point over. And it is a match point indeed. Carracher, Nicolaidis, 2019 have got a match point. They are on the cusp of an appearance in a gold medal match. Match point number 1. They go after Max again. Of course they do. The dig was there. Oh, they had a mini moment. Not a lot Carracher could be really doing, to be fair to him. So 20 points all. That was set point saved. You need to win by 2, folks. So 21 no longer enough. You need a 2-point margin to win the set or indeed the match. Hodges again serving at Carracher. Oh, and this time Max Guehrer gets the chest bump for his trouble. That is an intense moment of bromance between these two athletes because they've brought up a set point, they saved a match point, and they've earned a set point all their own. And that ball's off the block and into the antenna. What a shame. Match point, well, set point saved. Athletes changing ends, 21 points apiece. We're going to go until we get a 2-point margin. Thomas Hodges, Max Guehrer go up to the northern end of the beach. Isaac Carracher, Mark Nicolaidis, southern end. This is Nicolaidis at the service line. 21 points apiece. This match on a knife edge now.
Come on.
That's not his best return from the service line. So that puts a set point on the board. 22-21. Hodges Guehrer, second set point. Carracher on serve receive is solid. And his spike was excellent into the corner. Learnt the lesson from getting roof blocked previously by Thomas Hodges. So 22 points apiece. There is no ceiling to the scoreboard. It's just whenever we get a 2-point margin now, these sets can go a really long time. There's a touch. This is a big moment as well. Carracher. Oh, the dig from Hodges was exceptional. And then the transition set. Max Guehrer from the absolute top draw. Hodges had worked so hard to get the dig of the ball off the net. And Guehrer tried to give him the best possible chance of hitting a winner, and he did that. So 23-22, Guehrer, Hodges, set point number 3. To stay alive, to stay in this match, to keep their chance at a shot at the gold medal alive. Another set point. Off the block. Set point saved. So they saved match points. They've had set points of their own, Hodges and Guehrer. Nicolaidis, not his best serve effort the last time he stood back here, so he's got to concentrate on his serve a bit more, and he does a good job. Carracher's going to stay and play, but it was a great get. They could so easily have stuffed that up, the team in white. They did a nice job. So another set point. How long can Carracher and Nicolaidis keep these guys out? Oh, that ball just floating way too long. much to Guehler's disgust. 24 apiece. Any misstep will give a match point to the team in gold. Need a good dig set spike here. Popped up beautifully. Nicolaidis again. Oh, Hodges with the tongue out. That is something special. 25-24, Thomas Hodges. Great patience and experience shown by young Thomas Hodges. And that high ball went up. He could easily have just gone back and committed to playing defense. But he stayed, he lingered, and he timed his leap perfectly. So I think this is set point maybe number 4 for these guys, if not 5. And they get it done. Can you believe it? We're going to 3 sets because Thomas Hodges and Max Guehrer have won the second 26-24, and it is game on in men's semi-final number 1. Well, good morning and welcome wherever you are tuning in to this match on the Beach Pro Tour on Volleyball World, the Gold Coast Futures event from Coolangatta Beach in Australia. Hello and welcome. My name is Jonathan Fogarty. What a privilege to be bringing you all of the action Australia v Australia in men's semi-final number 1. The team in gold, Isaac Carracher and Mark Nicolaidis, our number 8 seeds, took the first set 21-14 over the number 4 seeded team of Thomas Hodges and Max Guehrer in the white. But Hodges and Guehrer, they showed some great intestinal fortitude. And in a gripping second set, they've locked this match up 1 set all with a 26-24 scoreboard. So we play 1 set to 15. The winner of this set goes through to the gold medal game. And it is now up for grabs. Little collision under the net and a little net touch as part of it. All 4 athletes, as I've said, train full-time against each other. So there's probably no surprises, no secrets of strategy that they haven't all seen before. It just comes now down to who executes their skills better on the day. That's just spectacular. But it's going to be called on the net touch. What a shame. The outrageous jump set from Mark Nicolaidis, trying to really speed up the offense, trying to fool the block. He did everything well, except he put Carracher just a little bit too close, and Carracher hit the net on the way through, so 2-0. So who executes those big plays better will go through to the gold medal game. That's better from Isaac Carracher. Hits the winner down the middle. Chicken wing from Nicolaidis, very tasty. Oh, yeah, Mark Nicolaidis. Off the chicken wing, pops it up off the elbow and then hits the clean winner. Well, he was a little quieter in the second set by his standards, made some great defensive plays. Is that the sort of outrageous fortune that he needs perhaps to light back up again? 3-2 the scoreboard. Carracher and Nicolaidis being reminded by the first referee, Jake Passia, they need to take the long way round. Want to keep these 4 big gorillas separated as we get into the heated part of this semi-final. They are all absolutely best mates, these 4 lads. Live, play, train in Adelaide in South Australia. But once the whistle goes, it is no friends. That ball off the block and out. 3-2 now. 3-3, I should say. score update. We change ends every 5 points in the third set. Nice sharp angle from Carracher, not trying to overcook it. Just backing his height, backing his technique.
Hey, that's a great swing.
That ball goes too deep. So those little errors just seem to magnify the situation in a third set. 4 points apiece. Max Guehrer missing down the line with that one. Carracher serves him again. Hoping to get a repeat dose. Nice pickup, Nicolaidis. Carracher gets after it. How's the desperation? The ball is still in play. Oh, and they're going to get a free ball out of it. Here is big trouble for Hodges and Guehrer, because that defense was breathtaking. Oh, we all take a deep breath here on centre court. Men's semi-final number 1. Timeout called by the team of Hodges and Guehrer. I can't believe that ball came back over. And it led to a free swing. An all-important 3-point lead. So Carracher and Nicolaidis coming back strong in the third set. They started the match so brightly. But just pure determination and guts from Hodges and Guehrer to see off a couple of match points late in that second set and then earn a one-set-all scoreboard. Have they spent too much petrol doing it? So they call their timeout. 6-3 the score. After this semi-final, folks, the second men's semi-final, Canada v Poland. We'll tell you a bit about that when the time comes, but for now it's Australia v Australia. And the good news is I can comfortably predict Australia goes through to the gold medal match. We just don't know who it will be. So Australia will be playing in both medal matches, gold and bronze. Just haven't worked out who gets to do it. So we are underway again out of the timeout. 6-3, Carracher, Nicolaidis. This is Isaac Carracher. Getting a really timely block. And a 7-3 change of sides puts them in a really, really comfortable position in this third set. Tom Hodges, Max Guehrer, they've got to lift their chins up. Keep doing what they did well in that second set. Keep fighting, keep competing. They trail by 4, 7-3. Isaac Carracher still from the service line. Hodges gets the ball.
Great swing.
Hard off the block. That is a great swing.
There we go.
More of that required. 4 points to 7. It's going to be Max Guehrer. Southern end of Coolangatta Beach. Hope you're enjoying the coverage wherever you're watching around the beach volleyball world. This is an exciting young team, and Mark Nicolaidis and Isaac Carracher. A little trademark fast shoot set out to the antenna, trying to get the block off guard, catch the defense out of position, and they do just that. 8-4. 15 points doesn't seem so far away, especially once you get to double figures. Nicolaidis in a good position again, but probably lesson learned there from Max Guehrer. He's hit some really sharp cross-court balls, but they've really put the ball into the breadbasket and into the diggable area for Mark Nicolaidis. He's hit that a bit deeper, so hence Nicolaidis has to try and take it a little bit higher on the body and can't control it. So that's a nice adjustment from Max Guehrer. 5-8 now. Oh, it's just out. Hodges went for everything on that jump serve. 9 points to 5. 4-point buffer. That's a massive buffer in a third set.
Come on.
That's better. Hodges down the front of the block. Carracher, always disappointed when you're the blocking player and you get good hands on the ball, but it comes down your side of the net. It's very frustrating. It's a timing issue. It's a positioning issue. 6 points to 9. Max Guehrer back to the serving line. Needs to get a couple of points on his serve now. Oh. Max Guehrer standing so sharp. He's giving up so much court by standing that high. Couldn't get his hands up to a ball. Gee, I can't help but think if he was a metre back, he's playing that ball with his forearms, but it doesn't matter now. 10 points to 6. Oh, and Mark Nicolaidis sticks a dagger in their heart with an ace. What a time to bring that out. The clean swing from the baseline. Mark Nicolaidis brings up point number 11. Have they got 1 foot in the gold medal game on the back of that? That is a great swing. Thomas Hodges showing composure. He's represented Australia both on the beach and on the hard floor of indoor as well. An indoor volleyroo for a time was Thomas Hodges. Now committed himself to the beach game. Radically different skill set required. Less names to remember, so that's a win. Carracher with the soft shot down the line. Wasn't as convincing as he would have liked, but it doesn't matter. They win the point, 12-7. Only 3 points away now. Isaac Carracher, baseline, southern end of Coolangatta Beach. Max Guehrer gets an opportunity. Oh, and the block. Carracher's going to keep the hand up there just for a moment, just to really accentuate his point. 13 point to 7. That is a heartbreaker for Max Guehrer and Thomas Hodges. They really needed that point. They really need this ball back. But for the combination of Isaac Carracher and Mark Nicolaidis, they are 2 points away from the gold medal game. Nice play down the line, but point for point will not do it now for Hodges and Guehrer. They've got to win a bunch of points. 1 service error, 1 good dig set spike from Isaac and Mark, and they'll have a match point. So time for a massive Thomas Hodges block or an ace from Max. Something new and different needs to occur. Nicolaidis on a second attempt. He'll run fast and shoot the ball. And why not Mark Nicolaidis with that arm swing brings up 14 points to 8. And that is 6 match points in men's semi-final number 1. They have got 1 foot in the gold medal game. Mark Nicolaidis to try and finish it, he does. And with that serve off the net, Isaac Carracher, Mark Nicolaidis go through to the gold medal match. They've defeated Thomas Hodges, Max Guehrer, who will play off for bronze. Scoreboard 21-14, 24-26, 15-8. And when we come back, we're going to have Poland v Canada in the second men's semi-final.
Because I saw you fucking coming in, so I was like, I'm going to get out of the way. Yeah, I was like, someone's got to have done